Completely random question. If you were approached by a trusted family member or friend and they came up to you and just said, "Follow me," but didn't give you any details, how many follow-up questions would you need answered before following? That's the question. Now, depending on your personality, it could be a lot. I know for me, I would have some. I would want to know the time commitment. I would want to know if I'm wearing the appropriate clothes for this event. Do I need to bring anything? But there might be some of you that trust that person so much that you just say, "Let's go," no questions asked. See, I think in our faith, God, He gives us a few details as to where He wants us to go, but He doesn't always give us the full picture. He wants us to trust that He's going to guide us and provide for us, but He doesn't always feel the need to answer our many follow-up questions. I look back and remember, my wife and I, we have 2 daughters. They're both adopted. And throughout that adoption process, I'm just going to ask, do you think that we had some follow-up questions for God? Absolutely, no doubt about it. But looking back, we are so thankful that God didn't show us the whole picture, that He required a certain amount of trust and faith, that He was going to bless us more than we could ever imagine. Let's see, the author of Hebrews, he uses Abraham as an example of this faith that obeys even when the path isn't clear. And he does this in chapter 11, verse 8. He says, "It was by faith that Abraham obeyed when God called him to leave home and go to another land that God would give him as his inheritance." And then this is the part that I want us to really understand. He went without knowing where he was going. Now, it's not because Abraham just didn't know the right path. No, he knew that God was leading him, but he trusted and he had faith. And so the question is God calling you to trust and move even though you might not know where He's taking you? And so my encouragement as we close this time is to trust that God, first of all, has an amazing plan for you and He cares about you. And when we flex our faith, He will provide beyond what we even think is possible.